Hi students, welcome to Sunil's tutorial. I'm Sunil Mirwani and today we'll be doing this exercise called as pie chart 2. Let's see this. We're doing pie chart 2. Right? Now they've given you Government of India's debt position. They've given you rupee loan. They've given you small savings. They've given you T-bills, they've given you sterling loans. Yeah, these are the four things given to you. Right? In terms of degrees, they've said that rupee loan is 72 degrees, small savings is 24 degrees, treasury bills is 189 degrees, and sterling loans is 75 degrees. They've also given you that this is the data for 1980. The total debt in 1980 is given to you as 2,295 crores. The total debt is given to you as 2,295 crores. Okay. They've also given you data for 1985. Degree debt. Right? Rupee loan 135 degree, small savings 9 degree, treasury bill 180 degree, sterling loans 36 degrees. Total debt is given to you as 4,113 crores. Right? Now let's first find out the individual debt in different years. Right? Now I've already explained to you how to convert degrees into rupees. So this will be 72 divided by 360 into 2295, which should come to 459. Right? Small savings is 24 divided by 360 into 2295. That is 153. Right? T-bills. T-bills is 189 divided by 360 divided by 2295, which is 1205. Sterling loans is 75 divided by 360 into 2295, 478. Right? Next, let's see the debt in 1985. Rupee loan is 135 degrees. So 135 divided by 360 into 4113 should give you 1553. Then small savings will be 9 divided by 360 into 4113. So small savings is going to be 103. Next, T-bills is 180 divided by 360 into 4113. So 180 divided by 360 into 4113 is 2056. And last is 36 divided by 360 into 4113, which will come to 411.3. So now you know how much is the debt taken by the country in 2 different years. Right? Next, question 1. They've asked you what is the difference between the sterling loans. Difference between sterling loan of 2 years. Of the 2 years. Very simple, straightforward. We have already calculated sterling loan. Sterling loan in 1980 is 478. In 1985 is 411.3. So you will get your difference approximately equal to 67. Right? Next, let's see the next question. The item showing 10% of total debt for any year is item showing 10% of total debt in any year. Now, if you look at in any year, that means in 1980 or 1985. Now guys, let's see this. For 1980, the total loan is 2295. 10% of that will be 229.5. Is there any of the figure in 1980 which is 229.5? No. Right? In 1980 there is no figure which is 229.5. Right? Now in 1985 the total loan is 4113. 10% of that will be 411.3. We see that sterling loans is 411.3. Therefore, sterling loans in 1985 is 10% of debt. Next, let's see this. From the debt during, if the debt during 1985 doubles, then the increase in the rupee loan from the present position will be nearly how much? Right? If they are saying you, they are telling you that if the debt during 1985 doubles, if the debt during 1985 doubles, if the debt during 1985 doubles, the increase in rupee loan from the present situation will be how much? Now, rupee loan is they're saying that if the debt doubles, the debt is 4113 in 1985. If it doubles, it will become this much. Rupee loan is 135 degree. So my new rupee loan will be 135 divided by 360. So in which case, this is going to be 6228 into 135 by 360. Someone please calculate that and tell me how much is that. Right? 8226 into 135 by 360. Someone please calculate that and tell me how much will the rupee loan be. Someone get me that answer, please.
$3084.75.
3084.75. Right? So how much is the increase in rupee loan? The increase in rupee loan is going to be 3084.75 minus 1553.75. This is going to be 1531.75. So how much is going to be the percentage increase in rupee loan? The percentage increase in rupee loan is increase divided by original into 100, which will approximately be equal to 100%. Fine, do we get this in here? This will approximately, because 1531 and 98, so approximately equal to 100%. Right? Next, let's move on to the next question, please. The item on which the debt is smaller, the item on which debt is smaller in 1985 as compared to 1980, right? Now, which are the items in which the debt in 1985 is less as compared to 1980? Now, let's see this. 1985, rupee loan is 1553, which is more. Small savings is 103 as compared to 153, so it is smaller. Debt is smaller on small savings. One is small savings.
Sterling loans.
T-bills has increased and sterling loans has decreased. So items on which debt is smaller in 1985 as compared to 1980 is small savings and sterling loans. Right? Next. The ratio of the rupee loan in 1985 ratio of rupee loan in 1985 to that in 1980 is how much? Now rupee loan in 1985 is 1553. Rupee loan in 1980 is 459. So my ratio will be 1553 divided by 459. Now guys, when you are doing CET, you don't need to get exact answers. You have to get approximate answers. Now 1553 can be written as approximately 1550. Right? This can be approximately written as 1550. 459 can be written as say 460. Right? 400 into 3 is 1200. 60 into 3 is 180. So approximately 1380. 3:1 approximate. So the ratio is going to be equal to 3:1 approximately. So the choices that will be given to you without the decimal. So when the choices are given to you without decimal, you will have to take approximate answers. Fine, do you get this in here? Right, let's move on to the next one, guys. The item whose proportionate expenditure form a ratio of 8:3. Form ratio of 8:3 in the 2 years. Now guys, I want ratio of 8:3. That means the figure in 1980 should be more than 1983. That means it definitely cannot be a rupee loan because in 1980 it was less. Small savings 8:3. That means 103 divided by 3 into 8, which is definitely not going to be this much. T-bills cannot be 8:3 because it is smaller. Sterling loans, again the difference is way too small to be 8:3. So orally you can just see and say that none of the items have a proportionate expenditure of 8:3. Right, do we get this thing clear? Next, orally you can just see and give the answer. If the debt in 1980 increased by threefold, if debt in 1980 increased by threefold, the increase in debt on treasury bills, increase in debt on T-bills from the present is nearly okay. Now they are saying that if the debt in 1980 increased by threefold, right? So the new debt in 1980 is going to be 2295 into 3, right? Then the increase in debt on T-bills, new T-bills was 189 degree divided by 360 into 2295 into 3, that will be the new T-bill amount, right? Now that means how much will be the increase in T-bills? Increase in T-bills will be the new amount minus the original amount, right? They've asked you that the increase in debt on T-bills will approximately be, they've given you that this much is the increase, so how much is going to be the percentage increase? Percentage increase will be increase, which we have already found out, upon the original T-bill amount. The original T-bill amount is 1205 into 100. So you should be able to get the answer for this. I'm not showing you the calculation. You should be able to get the answer for this, right? Next, let's see the next one. If the total debt for each of the 2 years is rupees 1 lakh, if the total debt for each of the 2 years is rupees 1 lakh, the ratio of sterling loans in 1980, ratio of sterling loan in 1980 to 1985 will be. Now guys, if the total debt becomes same in both the years, if the total debt becomes 1 lakh in both the years, then the ratio of every loan will be nothing but the degrees that it is occupying, right? Since total debt is equal in both years, therefore ratio of sterling loans will be equal to whatever is the pie chart degree that they are occupying. The sterling loan is 75 degrees and here it is 36 degree, right? 35 2s are 70, 72, so approximately equal to 2:1. So the ratio of the sterling loan will be nothing but 2:1, right? Okay, we'll stop this here for the day. Thank you very much.